Okay, so I entered this trade. We had a total control here, and we have strong momentum. You can see three bullish or bearish candles, strong momentum. You can see the length of it, and that's the reason. And plus, we have a wide range bar area again to the downside, and that's the reason why I entered. Now, this risk is not that big. I think it's only what. This is micros again. I'm trading 6 contracts. So it's only 7 points, which is really not. Well, anyways, small risk to get at least 15 points. Now, we're technically, if we're going down there, we're out of this, the VWAP range, because here's the -3 deviation. However, if we're looking at, you see this blue line here, this is where the closing of the VWAP was yesterday's VWAP. So it's right there, almost in line with the current VWAP, which is what basically tells you the market did not move since the closing of yesterday's market to the opening of the Globex session earlier today. So really no movement. That's what it's telling you, because you can see that both of the VWAPs are almost on top of each other. But on top of that, the big thing is where the -1 deviation of yesterday's closing was. It was all the way down here. That's big. So it can afford to have maybe 15 points. It may try to move itself way down here, right? But you see this area. This is basically another what we call a wide range bar that basically has not been broken yet. That's why it's still here, and that's a pretty big area. And usually this dictates if it's white, it's to the upside. Well, let's see what happens here. We have this one. That's why I'm taking this trade. Again, I'm only risking 7 points. If it does get stopped out, that's fine. I'll probably not trade, because after that I won't take another trade, because the volatility is very thin. But let's see. We're starting off here the strong momentum as compared to the other previous runs here. This is the strongest one so far. We're 3 minutes before the London Open, so let's see if it would generate enough momentum to the downside, at least get 15 points or maybe 13 points. I might consider moving this up, right? Or putting all 6 of them to maybe 13 contracts, just to get a profit of more than 100, or since the volatility is very thin, or liquidity is very thin right now. Again, here's the -3, and if we're going to have a strong momentum, it's going to tear down below this -3 deviation. So let's see. This also may break up to the upside. Since we're already down here close to the -3 deviation, maybe test now to the other side up here, right? Down up here. So just have to keep an eye on this and see what's going to transpire. Okay, we got 2 minutes to the opening.
Order filled. Order filled.
So that broke that wide range bar area to the downside. Since then we now have a wide range bar to the upside here. So there's our wide range bar area. It's bouncing off this, like I said, it's bouncing off this so big area down here, this white one. And that's the reason why. I got, I think I was 10 point loss or less than that. So probably had a small profit here if we, let's see here, trade performance. 118. So again, here's the +3. Let's see if we can at least get 15 points out of this. can see why these VWAP deviation levels is important. You can see it's within that. It doesn't go outside the -3 or the +3, and it's really what I call dynamic. It really measures the liquidity or the volatility of the market. So you can see really nothing going on. I might just close this trade out because it looks like it's just going to drag on and on. Nothing going on here. And like I said, this is the beginning of December, the first day of December. So a lot of holiday people, or the holidays are beginning officially. So you'll see a lot of thin liquidity, especially in the morning session as well. So be open to just trade maybe that first hour, and you're done. And most likely they'll range it most of the time. Other than that, I think that's it. I mean, yesterday I was able to make, in fact, a great trade in the afternoon, around $800 trade on one of my accounts. So again, let's see if we can get at least 15 points. I'll be happy with that. 57, yeah, 672. Yep. I'll make a small profit if ever, with it. You can see where it went. You see the price here just went all the way down to -2, maybe not quite -3. It's probably gonna do the same thing here. So hope we can get up there at least. But looks like it's not. So I'll give this another 15 minutes. If nothing happens here, I'm gonna close it out, maybe with a small loss. So let's see what's gonna happen. So remember I told you the +1 on deviation here where it closed, and I think that's where the target is, around this area right here. So if I'm looking at that, I mean, this may even go up 50 points. Again, I mean, it's not, the volume is not, I mean, should I say the momentum is not there. It may get there, but eventually get there. But right now my target is right here. Now, depending on if we get an increased momentum here, I'll probably raise it up to maybe there for 50 points on 2 contracts. But right now I'm here. We have an area here, like I said, just like an area here of a wide range bar area, which happened supposedly most likely yesterday. That's why it's never been broken, and that's why it's still there. That's a wide area to really break. Again, here is the +1 deviation of the closing of yesterday's market. This is the VWAP of yesterday's closing right here, and so it may just eventually try to get up to that +1 deviation of yesterday's closing. So this is the second pullback. So usually here's the first leg, here's the second leg, and usually the second leg is always the longest, right? So you can see here if I measure this. So from here to the first leg, what's that one? That's around what? 21 points. Now the second leg, it's going to be from here all the way here. How many points was that? And usually the second point is the 25. The third leg is usually the shortest, and that's what it usually is. So what I'm going to do is probably just ask for maybe 20 points here, or maybe 25. We got maybe close to 25, right? Now, if you're looking at the Fibonacci's to see how everything is in confluence, so we have a pullback right there, and there we reached the extension. That's why it's pulling back. Now, that doesn't mean the trend is ended. That's basically the first. That's basically the first wave. So once we get this pullback, we get pullback right there. Now we're going to see what's the second wave. And that's from here to here. It's just doing a pullback right now. So we want to make sure it's pulling back into the fib retracement, which is around this area where you see this wide range bar again right here. Around this area, if it pulls back there, then you see it's going to eventually get up. Here's the extension. Also this one. So I'm going to leave my thing right there. Now, maybe I can go up to here, right? Hopefully. That's close to whatchamacallit, right? That's 40 some points. I'm going to go for the 50. That's going to be up right here somewhere. Wait, hold on. Yeah. So it's going to be somewhere here. Where's my thing here? 50.07. So it's going to be somewhere up there. I'll just leave it where it is. Yeah, 07s are all right here. Within this area, right? But again, like I said, this has to pull back around here somewhere. Now, yeah, so that's a good area where I can put in fact, I can put my trailing drawdown here now to maybe where it's break even, because it may pull down all the way down to the minus or the +1 deviation and pull back up. Again, that's within the fib retracement, right? But hopefully it bounces off this this wide range bar area right here. But if it doesn't, I will probably get maybe what? Oh, that's already here. It's already 15 points. But I just still want to get a loss here. So let's say I'm going to put it right here. So where are we right now in terms of, are we in profit since that loss? So let's take a look. Yes, we are. A mere 41.50. So right now this is working on, so this is, and we still have an active trade here of 2 contracts. So if we can get another maybe 20 points on here, because if you can see how much is the 20 points. So the 20 points here is $80. So that's going to be another $80. That can be over 120, which is sufficient. But if I can get maybe 30, that's going to be, again, it'll be the 150 range, which is sufficient. Again, like I said, it really depends on what profit target, especially this type of market right now. $100 is good. But if we had a more, should I say, it has more volatility, then maybe we can make more. But right now, with the thin liquidity, You can't make that much. I mean, I'd be happy if I can make 100 and 150. Now, again, I'm trading six contracts. So right there is 20 points. Maybe, let's see if we can get maybe 25. Or like I said, wait till it hits that extension. And that's approximately how many points? It's approximately 41, right? See, that's close. So that's 40. That's gonna be 80. So that's gonna be another $160 for me. That'll be worth it. So it'll be over 200. So I'll wait and see if we can reach up there, which I think it can. It's just gonna take its time. Again, I think the ultimate goal is to get close to this +1 deviation up here. How long will it take? I don't know. It may take until maybe prior to opening the morning session. But I'm looking for this to get to the extension, or at least to the extension here. That's a good 41, so that's around 80. What is that? 82 per contract. So there'd be 164, and add that to what I have right now, and I think that would put me over 200, which I'll take. Right, a little over 200. 164 plus 41 would be 201.50, which I'll take. Again, you can see we have, you can see the drop here in the cumulative delta, that our momentum is losing steam, basically. So I might, again, let's see what's going to happen here. We want to see this pullback around right here. If it does do a pullback from this area, and then if it hits that pullback, then we can see it at least get up there. So I'll do this video. I'll just have this run again. I'll be on mute, and we'll see what happens here. Okay. We'll post an hour in this stream, in this recording. Maximum for me is 2 hours, so we'll see. Okay, so that was short of 2 hours. It's an hour and 41 minutes. So let's see how much we made. This may even have the possibility of getting 50 points, right? But I just want to, right there, we're at 550, and I am done. Enjoy your weekend, and talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye.